It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees.
For the past month or so, people have been enjoying talking about their Spotify Wrapped playlists. It's an annual year-end recap of a person's listening habits.
But journalist David Rowell says the ubiquity of streaming music in our lives, along with a strange attachment to older songs, is watering music down and keeping us from discovering some great artists. His book is called The Endless Refrain: Memory, Nostalgia, and the Threat to New Music. And he joins us live this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So before streaming, an artist would have to get discovered, and then the artist gets signed to the big record contract, and it was the record label that controlled who listened to the music and where, the radio stations. Well, now with streaming, artists can put their music out themselves without a record label, and you're arguing that it's very, very difficult to discover those artists.
Well, I'm arguing essentially that we've gotten to the point where we're just not very interested in new music anymore, that we've become so obsessed with music from the past, and that has real implications. And one of the implications is that we are increasingly less open to music we don't already know.
Is it because there's such a flood of new music with artists, like Dan said, posting their own stuff online, that we just, it's easier to listen to Boston. We can play what we like to sing because it's easier to find?
Well, I think that we are stuck in a level of nostalgia that we've never known before. And so some of the indicators of that are that tribute bands have never been bigger. Tribute bands, paying homage to artists generally from the 70s or 80s, are selling out all kinds of big venues, and also a new element in the concert industry is music holograms and music avatars. And so this is another way to go see musicians, in this case musicians who are dead, on the concert stage. And so we're just finding all kinds of ways to stay stuck with the music that we already know. And that does have consequences. It means that it becomes more difficult for new artists to break through and for us to give them our attention when we just want to keep hearing what we know.
We're looking at a hologram of Whitney Houston, but why now? Why are we so stuck in listening to the classics now? Is it because we can find them so easily on Spotify?
Well, I think it's a number of factors. I think that a lot of it is that the internet kind of makes us in a perpetual state of looking back. Whether it's people posting pictures of or videos of someone doing the Macarena, or some reference to a 70s TV show. The internet is always having us compile lists of things that we love, things that we miss. And I think that over time, the effect of that is that we tell ourselves that everything was better long ago. And so I think with music too, there's an aspect of it just being a great sense of comfort, because that's the music we grew up on.
Right.
So sometimes I think listening to that music is not necessarily for folks so musically satisfying, because it's almost like comfort food.
Right. So for those who are looking to get out of this rut and they want to discover new music, new artists, what's your advice?
Well, you really have to be intentional about it. I mean, there's an endless sea of new music on streaming services, and sometimes that is so overwhelming for folks that it's too daunting, and so they just stick with what they know. So it's little steps like saying, I'm going to listen to one new artist this week. I'm going to find one record that I've never listened to, and try it once a day or once a month. It's really about like stepping out of that place where we're just content with what we know, and being very willful about saying, I'm going to find a new artist, someone I've never heard of, and just see how it goes.
It's interesting.
Because sometimes...
Oh, I'm
No.
sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just find it interesting that now all these artists can put their music out there, right? But maybe since there's so much, we don't know what we would like or listen to first. So maybe the radio stations and the labels picking certain artists made us at least try things we might not have tried, right? Is there an irony
Well,
there?
yes, but what happens with streaming services is so often they try and keep you in the same kind of place, the same kind of musical silo as it relates to tempo or lyrical content. And because if you play Joan Baez, it might say, here's an artist you might like, James Taylor. And that can be great music, of course, but it can be very similar. So sometimes you have to take steps to get far away from that, to expose yourself to something entirely new. And if you don't like it, there's no harm. You listen to something new and you gave it a chance. And that's the thing that I think is important, is we've lost the will to be open to new music.
Real quick before we let you go, what are those behind you there? Are those like gongs? Do you collect?
That's true. That's my drum set, and
Wow.
yeah, it's a little orchestral looking, I know, but it's great fun to play.
Awesome.
Can,
All
we,
right.
can we find your music on Spotify, David?
No,
Yeah,
no,
just
you
an
cannot.
all gong album. Right.
Yes, right.
Well, let's put you-
Try new gong music.
There you
Yeah,
go.
absolutely, yeah. Hopefully the algorithms will
Yeah.
point me in that direction. Let's throw the information here again about your book. Again, it is called The Endless Refrain: Memory, Nostalgia, and the Threat to New Music. You can check out davidrowellauthor.com for more. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.